Well, hello there. Oh shit, this place is.
Hola, kittens.
Oh, let me go off camera for a second. I got to get my shit together. Keep going.
What you got to get together? It's your house. Es mi casa.
It's
Y
my
yo
casa.
vive aquí.
Vivo aquí.
Es mi casa. Y yo vive aquí. First of all, I'm living for the camera tricks. How you go from back and forth to in and out to on and off the camera. Now you're in the background picking up boxes.
Oh, wait a minute, bitch. The camera's supposed to be off.
I'm telling you, like, listen.
I ain't scratched my butt or nothing.
Listen. Happy mother friggin' Wednesday, everybody. Everybody. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. We are coming to you live and exclusive on the YouTube streets. We are out here hanging out with you all, and we are glad that you are here. I see Josh jumped in. Hey, Des. I see Eccentric, Lola. So, Josh, were you the first one today? Is that what we're doing?
Josh was the first one at 7:15. Like Jesus.
Damn, come on, 7:15. Listen, he is a fan. Yes. Come on.
Now that's a super duper fan.
Right. Come on. It's a fan. Okay, all right. But listen, I am reporting to you all live on these YouTube streets. In the streets of the Floridas and stuff, and that's what I'm doing. And but listen, one thing's for certain, two things for sure. This show is gonna happen, and that's what we're gonna do. So we gonna pick up some. We on location at different locations sometimes, one or both of us. But baby, we're gonna make sure we do as much as we can to make sure this show happens. So that's where we are.
Right. We're trying to keep it pushing for all the way through World Pride.
Absolutely. So
then I feel like we might go on a long hiatus, like the rest of June and July, and then we'll come back to see you hoes in August.
We're doing. See, this is what I'm talking about. See, you got everybody wants to be funny talking about my platinum highlights are sitting tonight. Okay, well, thank you. Thanks, precious. Listen, you'll be there next week. Okay, it's all right. Mm-hmm. But I love you. No. What's up, Des? I'm sending much love and healing and joy your way. So that's what I'm doing. So, baby, I hope your day was good, and I hope your weekend was even better last weekend. But listen, we'll chat. So it's cool.
Yes.
So Lola, I see you're here. Congratulations, Lola. I'm glad that you are here and you've been making it like early and on time and everything. So listen, girl, I'm happy to see you.
And I see Eccentric. I mean, we can't forget our road dog.
Listen, Eccentric. First of all, Eccentric is a part of the original crew of he's of the fan base, and he's a phenomenon in and of itself. So every time he show up, listen, I'm happy. I'm good. Like what? Mwah, mwah, mwah. What's up, y'all? So how's the week been for you?
The week was good. It's a lot.
Just weeky, or you?
It's always some shit. So,
well, okay. Then there's that. Then there is that.
It's all good though.
Okay. All right. Well, listen.
I'll put it to you like this: I haven't had to murder anyone. So
I don't need to pull out a blade or nothing, or I don't need to pull out nothing. Okay, my bat's in my car, so we're good. So my car is
good.
Okay.
So Friday night was, or actually Thursday was Atlas's birthday. So
he turned 40, right? Oh my God, that was amazing.
It was 43.
43. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. God forbid we want to tell his incorrect age. We want everybody to know that all 43 of his years he's been here.
Mm-hmm. 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 No, actually he was he was 32. He's 32.
Wow.
So we went to Love Mikado for some omakase.
Listen, first of all, you ain't got to say nothing else. I think we've talked about Love Mikado on this show several times. Baby, was it still? Wait, I feel like Ashton and Simpson. Is it still good?
Do you feel inside? And baby, it was the fucking licious. Now, Atlas and Josh had never been. So, they're a young couple just getting started on the ladder of life. So I was like, don't worry about it. I got this. But then when we started looking at the omakase, I was like, the wagyu. I was like, well, maybe we will take a step below that. But still, that meat was the tenderest shit I had ever put in my mouth.
Baby,
And
it is.
We had to start with that delicious bone broth. Oh,
That
that bone broth
see,
was it
listen.
was so good.
Okay, so wait a minute, Josh. I don't even know. I don't even know if Trayvon's on here, but Josh, listen, this bone broth, the way Dominion talked about this bone broth, and I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and try it. First of all, it was the visuals for me was putting me a little off. It was putting me a little off. It was putting me a little off, but it tasted. It didn't taste how I thought it would. I'm sorry. It didn't taste the way I assumed it was going to taste from the way the way it looked, but it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, but if you
It
like
was
it, Josh,
more than
okay, that's
okay.
great.
Well, at least to
Okay,
me, it was delicious.
okay, all right. Well, listen, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with the delicious. Okay, all right, okay.
And
But
so I totally enjoyed that. And just the whole meal and the experience was delicious. And I
did you
got
bring
to
another
have
to-go cup?
no, well they had it on offer now, so I just got 2 servings of it. So
Gotcha. Okay.
everything was really good. And then I'm trying to again, so my laptop decided, oh, we're gonna do some installs, and it logged me out of everything.
Oh wow.
And so now I got to log back into everything. So I finished installing, well, as a
Everything
rule,
back.
yes, as a rule, I prefer to do not do the work but write checks. So I had got this kitchen cabinet installed. And then so let me show you.
Is this the
I'm
kitchen cabinet?
vamping while everything.
Is this the glass one you were talking about? The one that's gonna be on the other side of the kitchen?
Exactly.
Got you.
Yes. So let me get to it to show it to you. So
Hey, Dylan.
it's basically 3 cabinets side by side. So 2 of them are the same, and it's a wine rack in the middle. But since I don't really drink that much wine, is more this is that bullshit. Everything is running slow because there's no cash for anything, and everything is figuring out how it's going to run. So I'm trying to get it done. Anyway, so Thursday I used TaskRabbit to have the guy put the shit together, because IKEA furniture, I mean, sometimes we go together, but a lot of times me and IKEA furniture don't necessarily go together. So I
As a
wanted
personal
to
note,
have that done. And then so the guy was like, okay, so I put everything together, but I can't figure out how this one cabinet is supposed to be installed on the wall. And I'm like, girl, ain't this your fucking job? So, but All right, so he said he couldn't figure out how to do it. So, bitch, what the fuck is going on here?
Okay, well, you keep pulling that up. I see Dylan just walked in. Dylan, how are you doing? What's going on? How, are you healing? You're out of your cast? You're like, what's going on?
All right, can you hear me now?
So I can hear you. You're going a little bit in and out. I'm not sure if that's your side or my side.
It's probably my side this time.
Okay. Spill it, boy. What's going on, boo?
It's showing that I have a poor connection. I don't know what is going on here with everything.
Okay. Well, we listen. Oh, did somebody just get kicked, knocked out? Okay, listen. We're gonna go ahead and allow for the technical difficulties. We're gonna figure it out, and then we're gonna make it work. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go back and say hello to everybody. So I saw Spiller Boy join. Dylan, give me an update on his arm. Josh, tell me what else went on with the birthday festivities. Lola, tell me how the job is going. I know that we have started something new. You ain't have to kill nobody yet, so I hope that you still are there and prospering. Yes, Josh, it probably is restarting because I feel like that's what it was going. I think it was doing like a hard restart at some particular point, but we'll see. But he'll come back, so we'll just vamp a little bit until he comes back. So that's fine. Oh, and there he is. Hey.
All right, can y'all
Hi.
hear me now?
We can hear you and we can see you. Yes.
I don't know what everything is giving me guff today. Anyway, so I had to go and get this shit. I had to order some new pieces to get everything together, and here we are. So I have slowly gotten my life together, and yeah. We started on Monday back in the office.
Now, are you showing the pictures right now? Is that what you're doing? Because I don't see nothing's up. I'm just asking.
No. I'm just commenting.
Got you. Okay.
That I'm saying we started back in the office on Monday, and of course, no one was there.
How the hell y'all gonna have it be mandated to come back?
Bitch, it was a mandatory return to office. And so then I'm like, where is everybody?
Oh, God.
I was so annoyed with the whole thing because, again, I'm aligned to the need to do it, but what happened is what I knew was that other teams was going to find a way to not have to comply or whatever. And so here we are. But
everybody trying to find a way around it. That's what they're doing.
Yeah. And so we are here now, and today I had to go to Philadelphia, so that's enough of that. So how was your life? Are you having big fun in the city that smells like a fart?
So, yes, I am in. The city does not smell like a fart. Not at least not where I'm at right now. It does not. The good old Jacksonville, Florida. I'm actually looking at it from a standpoint of, look, there's some places that I may want to consider when we start talking about some retirement type of situation, because this cold weather, while I think it's great, and you don't necessarily have to go out in it, but baby, it takes a toll on a person. And so I'm trying to figure out where I want this retirement life to be like. I've talked about Brazil, I've talked about South, whether it was North Kakalaki, Atlanta, Georgia, Florida, a couple different places, just trying to make it all figure out and make sense. And also there was a business venture that we were just having conversations about. Got to meet it's a Will and Grace adventure. So got to come down and meet the step parents and hang out with them, and they absolutely listen. Beautiful. When I say beautiful, like beautiful home, like Dominion Tangerine Dreams was great as an Airbnb, but like their spot is like 3 times the size of that and laid out accordingly, like all flat with all this land and all. It's amazing. And so but it wasn't necessarily conducive to us kind of running in and out, all these other things. So we were able to stay at one of their other properties or whatever. And so just having a good time, just in the neighborhood, just relaxing, just checking people out, checking things out. Went to the beach, had a wonderful time at the beach. You know,
in
of course, yeah. It was the Grace. What was it? I think because it was it Atlantic Beach. I think it was. I think that's what it was. Was it Atlantic Beach or was
You mean
it
Amelia Island?
No, I can't think of what the name. It was. It's we. It took us probably about 20 minutes to get to from where we are.
No.
And
I'm
I
a
think it
snob.
was just
I'm a
Jacksonville Beach
snob
House.
about beaches. I don't really fuck with beaches north of Daytona.
But so wait, so speaking of Daytona, so tomorrow we're supposed to go down to Daytona because it's bike week. So I'm thinking that we're gonna probably roll down
I
there.
know. I already see what's gonna happen. Grace gonna be there, out wild and free, with her titties out and her booty all poked up.
Wait. We had just had this conversation earlier this evening, and she was like, "Well, I'm gonna make sure I get my bathing suit because I'm gonna." And I was just like, "Here we go." Now I got and the good thing is her stepfather, he's a frat brother, so I know we'll be sitting in the background looking like,
And she carrying on in front of her parents too. Look at that.
Listen. Once you listen, they say once you grown, they let you stay up past 8 after 50. So we well past 50, so she can stay up after 8. So that's all I'm saying. But it's been good. Like I really. Even my flight down on JetBlue was actually pretty good. Like I mean, it wasn't even a direct flight at this particular point. It wound up I had to go an hour north and turn around and come an hour south, but I was able to watch a good movie on the airplane. I got to watch Craven because it was one of the things I wanted to watch. I watched that. I'm planning what my movie's going to be on the way back. But so far so good. It's been really good. Bumped into a couple of Grace's family members and stuff, so got to see them. So it's nice, and it's a very small town feel, I should say. But it's cool. Like it's one of those things where it's like I can see myself kind of like chilling out and kind of doing some other things. But I will say it's definitely not going to be the same without other people. So I'm telling all my peeps now. So I listen. So all y'all are on here. So Spill It Boy, Dez. I don't know if Manga logged in, Lola, Dylan, Josh, Eccentric. If y'all trying to, you're in the areas, we can make some stuff happen. Because I feel like the cost of living is a little bit easier. It's a little milder weather. Just you can make some things happen. And it seems so far, even though we're in Florida, which we know is a red state, it seems a little bearable. But however, I have not had a moment to let all of Starkeisha out. So I'm not quite sure how this is gonna roll. I don't know. So, but we'll see. But so far so good.
Jacksonville, though.
I mean, listen. If you can come up on a 3-bedroom house that is less than $2,000 a month for rent, just giving you an idea what the prices look like. I'm just saying, condos starting at like 200,000. I think I like to be where my money's gonna stretch a little bit more. I'm just saying.
I would rather have a studio in heaven than a mansion in hell.
I don't know what Jacksonville was like back in the early or the late 1900s when you were at your school, but it's not.
Listen. So Jacksonville is all right. I just I was a proto gay then, so I didn't really get a chance to explore.
But hold on, now I haven't done.
But I've never heard of like, oh, Jacksonville is where the girls be.
Oh no, but listen, I have not, like I said, I have not gotten to explore that side. Like I've looked on the webs, I've looked on the, on the apps and everything, the couple that I'm on, and I've gotten a couple pings here and there, but nothing is jumping out at me. However, at the beach, now listen, I keep trying to explain to Grace, and she doubts my radar. Baby,
Mhm.
if there's one of the girls anywhere near me within like a 100-mile radius or like in my line of sight, baby, I'm zooming in on it. Here we are on the beach. And all of a sudden, it was like my spidey senses started tingling. It was like, something's going on this side of something over here. Something's going on. And I kind of looked, and sure enough, I saw this very petite, tall young lady with these itty bitty tiny little shorts on and this tapered shirt, but these very large shoulders and this bonnet on. But they had their hands on their knees and they was twerking real hard. And I was like,
and all you heard was
listen, all I said was, that's one of the girls. I said something to Grace. Grace was like, nuh-uh, nuh-uh. She said, listen, we're going to pack our stuff up. We're going to go on the other side of the beach just to make sure. Oh, okay, girl. All right. Listen, this radar is never off. I'm telling you. As we walked on over there, sure enough, when she stood up, not only was her short, but her dick was long. That's how much of like how tiny these shorts was. And I was just like, what'd I tell you? See, one of the girls, like, listen. And I had to get into her girlfriend because I was like, well, maybe she's one of the kids as well. Couldn't quite tell, but listen. So they're here. They're in plain sight. They're here, but I just haven't experienced
it.
They
may be there, and they may be playing in plain sight, but they're from Duval County.
Well, listen, I
just can't.
Now, listen, I'm not going to talk about the fact that I didn't see some of the people. Some of the locals I've seen, we just saw, because we went to this nice seafood restaurant today, and some of the locals came in. They seemed decently dressed, but I have seen some folks with some ensembles. I've seen a couple ensembles, like the matching shirt with the headband and the shorts and I've seen that type of situation. I've seen some bad weaves, which we know is universal. I've seen some bad braids, but I've also seen people standing in line at the carryout, which just so happens to be something that one of Grace's relatives is working at or owns. But listen, but it's all good. The hood is universal, and so I kind of see a few things that kind of but I've already established that I don't want to live on that side of town. I want to live on the other side of town if I move there, because I don't want to deal with Tyrone and them. Starkeisha's enough. I'm gonna take Starkeisha down to someplace else. So but from what I've seen so far, it's cute. I'm not even gonna lie. It does give me the feel of Wilton Manors with a lot of the ranch houses where we're staying at, because they were like ranch houses that were small, but they were like well appointed. Stuff was all together, and I feel like if people came with enough money, they would be able to make this exactly what they wanted to do. Because if you have a house that in Wilton Manors that would have cost you $1.2 million, you can probably get it here for probably $200,000 or $300,000, and then still make all the other upgrades to make it what you want, and then call it a day. But it'll be in Jacksonville versus being in Wilton Manors. But again, it's the first stop on the retirement tour.
Coloreds in North Florida just got their freedom day before yesterday.
Listen, let me be clear. It is all consideration. And yes, Lola, I talked about that because, again, this is a red state. I just don't know how my mouth and my attitude is going to work. But nobody's pissed me off, so I'm okay right now. Climate change is something I think about.
You can be like Miss Sophia, get my children out of here
in a heartbeat. But nothing's pissed me off yet so far. Climate change is something that I definitely, because I think I even said, Dominion, we've talked about this. I was like, I feel like Florida may not even be here in the next, like 20 years or something. Like, I just feel like that sort of thing. But, again, it's a place to consider. So, again, just on that retirement tour, that's what we're doing. So we'll see. But so far, so good. Great time. And again, we're supposed to be doing Daytona tomorrow. So again, if y'all want to put some positive messages out here and let Grace know, don't show your ass down in the Daytonas, girl.
No, show all your ass. I mean, you on vacation.
With her and I, yes, we can do that. But we're gonna be around the step. I don't know. But
that's her step-parents. That ain't your problem. All you got to do is go and find one of them men on one of them bikes that is looking for a little extra adventure while he is down in Daytona. That's all you were looking for.
So listen, we trying to figure that out. Like we didn't had this conversation, Grace and I, about trying to find, that rich old dry cleaner for her to marry. That way she can just go and take over his fortune or whatever. He might have, he might be 80, 89 or 92. You might have to feed him. You might have to you might have to puree his food and give it to him via straw. However, if he's gonna take care of you, that's fine. Just listen, show him a little boob here and there. He'll get excited, and that's it. But just see what the goal is. You got to see what the end goal is. So I'm trying to push her off on that.
That's not, y'all thinking 30 years ago, the kids got Viagra now.
Hey, I'm working. I'm trying to work.
90, he could be 90 years old on brick.
Listen, and if that's the case, I doubt that it's going to last very long, but we'll see. Listen, she'll give me all the information. She'll tell me about it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah.
So I was going to show you the cabinet.
Cool.
Oh, there we go. So
that's not where I thought you were putting it. I thought you were putting on the other side. No, I do like that there because it gives me like a mini bar feel.
Yes, this is my drink bar. So this is all of my glasses and stemware. And technically, this is for liquor or so this is glassware on both sides. And then this is where it's a little mini wine rack. It says we can't see anything.
So wait a minute. Let me ask you a question, Dominion. I just want to make sure. Oh, I can see it, but I don't think they can't for some reason. Oh my gosh. So let me ask you a question, Dominion. Are the wine bottles tilted downward so that or are they just laying flat?
Oh, they're liquor. They're actually liquor bottles. Can y'all see that?
Are they tilted downward or are they laying flat? That's what I was asking.
I think they're mostly laying flat.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's not wine bottles. So I'm not concerned about sediment or anything like that because that is vodka, rum, vodka. And I realized I have a whole big bottle of espresso vodka that I have never opened. So we about to have
that'll be a good white chocolate martini type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
But I was asking that question only because at my mom's house, she had a wine rack in the kitchen, and there were bottles that were they set the bottles so that they slant downward, and over time, it took a very long time, but because some of them were just for decoration, and she's not a drinker. But over time, they started to kind of come through and seep through the cork, if you will.
Well, this bottle right here, on Sunday after I installed it, because I had to go buy a special piece of equipment to jack this middle piece up in the air, because this was the one he hung this cabinet and he hung this cabinet, but then he was like, oh, this has a different thing in the back, so I can't figure it out. But I was like, if you look in the directions, it tells you to just take a long screw and screw it in from the sides. But he couldn't figure out how to get that done, so I had to go buy a cabinet jack to jack it up in the air and then screw it in from both sides. But the espresso bottle is doing that. So there was like a small pool like right here. I was like, is that blood? What the fuck? But then I was like, oh no, that's the espresso. So that's not on there anymore. But yeah, so that's my little my thing. So I am quite happy.
Cute. She looks cute.
So yes, so y'all ready to get into some tickety talks and some fun shenanigans?
I think they are, because I definitely
Let's see if we can make this work.
But listen, before we even do that, I just want to remind everybody, listen, we appreciate y'all being here, but do us a favor. Listen, like and share and tell your friends to subscribe to the actual show, because we want to stay on here. We want to do as much as we can and reach as many people as we can. And we made this decision to be on YouTube and YouTube only. So listen, we want folks to share it out to people. Like, we love the fam, we do, but we also want to increase the size of the fam. So share it with some people. That's all. Just share. If every time you come on the show, if you share it with 2 or 3 people, that's amazing.
Yes. So hold on, let me get to the right one. Oh, and shout out to a new fan of the show, Sir Omnia.
Hey, come on. I'm here for Sir Omnia. Come on, like what? What? I'm here for this.
She is one of the people that I work with on the Leather Leadership Conference.
Okay.
Speaking of which,
Hey,
I'm heading to Los Angeles on Wednesday, and I'm treating myself because my birthday is at the end of the month, so I'm flying business class. So I'm feeling very very excited about that.
Well, I mean, you're going to be in the business of booty. That's what you're getting ready to be into. So, I mean,
No, I'm gonna be working, but at night there will be a little booty, or a lot of booty, actually.
Don't sit here and tell that lie that you ain't gonna. Don't even listen. Don't. We on you out these YouTube streets. Don't sit and tell that lie. You know that finger's gonna be in a couple booty holes.
Probably. All right, let's get started.
I knew it would pique your interest.
Okay.
I found out my husband cheated on me in November. I have known this man. He decided he wanted a divorce 2 months ago. He basically came crawling back and asked for our marriage back. I said, okay. Little does he know, I'm saving $500 on his dime every month to leave him eventually. Little does he know, I'm losing weight and getting my body in the best shape of his life for my future person who will never take me for granted. Little does he know, I made a fake profile on Snapchat and added his father to
somebody's saying that they can't
his father is now cheating on his mother with the fake profile after I leave.
All three.
Normally, I wouldn't bring anyone else into this, but his mother.
I don't know what the problem is here. Let me try to share it again.
Okay. Please hold while we adjust for technical difficulties.
Can you see that?
Let us know if you can see the video.
It's not moving, but it's on the screen.
Josh said no.
All right, you know what? I'm not going to try this. We'll save those videos for next time. You know what? Let's just go right to the Oscars.
Okay. Eccentric saying, I don't know what the problem is, but I'm sure Elon has something to do with it. Listen. Let's not skip over the fact.
Not Eli. Elon.
That's what I said. Elon. Is that what I said?
You said Eli.
It may have blacked out on me with the sound, but I definitely didn't say. I was hoping that I said Elon, but if I did, that's okay.
Only because the girls,
Oh no! Listen, I ain't got no issue with nobody, and people can call me and we can hash anything out. So I ain't worried about nothing.
Right. All right. So give me a second to get this shit together.
Okay. So I'm vamping. Listen, we made some lemon drops last night that were friggin' amazing. Like I'm waiting to kind of get into one of these lemon drops because last night it kind of put me out. But yeah, we done had a good lemon drop or two last night. I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and dip back into it because I don't want to do it now because they kind of hit kind of fast. I was a little heavy-handed on the vodkas, just a tad bit, but they good and lemony though.
I don't believe you. Well, shit, that's not what I meant to do. Come on, girls.
You don't believe that I admit that I made them a little lemony, or you don't believe that I'm gonna wait?
I don't believe that you made it strong. You never make strong drinks. I'm just saying.
Okay, all right.
I'm joking. Your drinks are always,
laughing. I was like,
your drinks are always strong and delicious.
Now, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to. Can y'all see the screen? Can everybody see the screen? I just want to make sure.
All right. Can everybody see the Oscar slideshow?
No? What is going on? So, Dominion, do you want to log back? You want to log out and then log back in, maybe?
It's something with my again, literally everything that I own logged me out and then logged me back in. So it's probably a settings issue somewhere.
Okay. Do you want me to try on this end with the present?
Yeah.
All right. Hold on. Let me pull this up first. Do 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 the man from me. Okay, so let's see. All right, let's try this. Present slides and PDFs.
No, you should probably just share screens because if you want to present slides and PDF, you have to upload it. And it's too big to upload.
Hold on. Window. There we go. Let's do this. Let's do a share.
There we go. Now you want to show it as a slideshow.
Can everybody see it?
Yeah, but we're just seeing the PowerPoint. You want to show the actual slideshow.
That's how it should be as a slideshow right now.
No, I mean, as a PowerPoint. The controls. We want to see like that whatever the full screen is.
Right. That's what I was saying. So hold on. Let's see. Slideshow from the beginning. Has it changed?
No, I can still see you. It might be your other screen.
We're doing one laptop. Hold on. Let's see.
We can always just show this. Just hide the ribbon. So it's the maximum.
No big deal.
No, that's fine. Just hide the ribbon.
Hold on. Give me a second. I'm working this laptop and it's a little, come on, hold on.
Just hide that little arrow up arrow down.
Mm-hmm.
On the right-hand side, that little up arrow to hide that big white bar that says from the beginning, from current slide. But yeah, there we go. Now, let's roll through it. All right, so.
Here we go, folks.
Show presents Fashions of the Grammys.
This is what we got. So, oh, hold on. This is Grammys. Wrong one. Sorry.
Girl. Right, it's supposed to be Fashion of the Oscars.
I know. I was like, wait a minute, something's wrong. There we go. All right. Okay. Can everybody see that?
I haven't added it to the stage yet.
Got you.
Now I added it to the stage.
All right, got you.
It's slow.
Go ahead. You were gonna say something?
No, it's just I'm watching the feed live, and there's a big white box where that should be. Girl.
Baby, there's a big white box where what should be. What are you saying?
So you can see the big box where our pictures are off to the side. So we see the two of us on the left-hand side, like you should, and a big black empty spot where the presentation should be.
That's what's highlighted.
Right. So why don't you, if you hover over that picture, click add to the stage.
Hold on, let me do this. Nope, not working, but this will be great to do. Listen, I'm not great. We're not great. Nope, we're not great to do none of that. Okay, so we're going to share. So present, share screen. We're going to go to Windows. We're going to go to Fashions of the Grammys. We're going to share this. Bing, bang, boom. All right, is anyone, nothing's being shared right now?
You have to add it to the stage.
I do not have that as an option. Is that, because it seems like it's up on my side as well.
Yeah, we can both see it, but for some reason it's not being shown with the people. Okay, now it's showing.
Okay. Cool. So let's see if I can, let's see if we can is that in slideshow format?
No, but let's just go through it like this.
Cool. We're gonna work with it. Okay. So anyway, so here we are, Fashions of the Oscars for 2025. We had the music intro. Yeah, here we go. All right. Okay. Listen, first up, this dress, Halle Berry with this Christian Siriano dress on. First of all, it took me a minute to figure out who the fuck this was. I couldn't quite tell if this was Halle or if it was somebody else because she looks like Halle, but then she doesn't look like Halle at the same time. But I think I got some mixed emotions about this. Like, I think I like the idea or the concept of it, but for some strange reason, it's not bad, but it's just not, I don't know, it's not doing something for me. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
It's not a miss, but it's not
everybody was raving over this dress, and I was just like,
it's just okay to me. Like, it's not really, I mean, I think the fabric is beautiful.
If you see it from the side, she's basically not wearing any underwear or anything. So, because it's sheer on the sides.
Listen, I'm cool with that. I'm absolutely cool with all that, but it's just the dress itself.
That was the most interesting part. Other than that, it's just a shiny metallic broken glass dress, which is, I mean, the craftsmanship is beautiful. Yes, all of that, but the dress itself just didn't move me.
It's not, yeah. And I mean, you can see some of the sheerness on the side up by her waist where her hands are. You can see where some of that comes down. And I mean, it's okay. But, you know, here's what I will say. Halle's hair is always a disappointment. And this is kind of part of the course. What? Please don't tell me that you are part of the Halle Berry hair fan. Please don't tell me. Because
I have always loved Halle Berry's hair. Halle Berry had that haircut in the 90s. That was iconic.
That was iconic in the 90s. But these wigs that she's been doing lately, the misses that she's been trying to post, these curly wigs in these movies, these blonde.
The wigs in the movies, yes, have been terrible, but this isn't a wig.
I'm going to go ahead and say what I said. This hair is a disappointment for me. It's not bad. It's just blah. It's just there.
I will respect that.
So that's just where I'm at. That's all I see. Okay. So we're going to go on to Selena Gomez, who's rocking Ralph Lauren. This is a classic dress. The silhouette is nice. The material is nice. And she looks good in it. In fact, Selena Gomez doesn't even look like herself. She looks like an older version of herself. And she's not a child, but again.
For me, that is the problem. This dress makes her look like an old woman.
But does it make her look like an old woman? Does it make her look like an elegant woman?
I mean, those aren't, I mean, yes, you can be elegant as well, but I just think the dress makes her look too old.
Okay.
She looked like somebody's mother. She looks like the mother of somebody's bride.
I mean, okay, well, I mean, when you put it in those terms, it is kind of giving me that a little bit.
32 years old.
Listen, we're gonna go on to the next dress.
Okay.
Demi Moore in Armani Privé. Now, listen,
I like Demi's dress.
I like Demi's dress, and I think this is a big year for her. But I like it from afar. When I got close up on it, I didn't particularly care for it, but I like it from afar, and it looks good on her. Something about this waist situation with the eye, it wasn't working for me.
I like those parts, like the little saddlebags, for lack of a better word, but
it wasn't working.
That was, to me, otherwise it would have just been I mean, it could have been a basic dress. I like that. Was interesting to me.
It felt like it just I don't know. I do like the top of it, like the bust line and all that. Like that looks nice on her. I think that looks good. And I love Demi in this bone straight hair. Like I love that, and it's long. I love that on her.
Yeah.
This next dress, Penelope Cruz. I mean, this is giving me prom fashions circa 1987, 88, 89-ish. And they went to David's Bridal and found this and hanging up on a rack. That's what it's giving me. You seem a little confused.
Okay.
He's like, yeah, okay, all right. That's not what I
see. I don't know that I agree with all of that, but okay.
Okay. All right. Emma Stone, listen, she's wearing Louis Vuitton, and
it's okay.
I don't really know if I have anything to say about this. It's kind of like that.
It looks like she's giving you 20s flapper. Okay, sure.
Sort of, kind of. And it also feels like that party dress that some woman would hold in the back of her closet as like, you have those things that you can throw on real quick and wear to something. If something happens, it's like, this is that dress for her. She's like, oh, I got an event to go to. Let me throw this on. I'm good. I'm going to go. That's what it feels like to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, next we had Lupita. And listen, this was a miss for me.
This looks like
a nightgown.
Undergarment.
It's like a nightgown or like a slip. Like she's coming home from church. She done took off her big. This is the slip underneath it. This is that nightgown. That's what it feels like to me. I just wasn't all that excited about it.
Yeah.
Now listen, we're gonna take a moment for Ariana in this Schiaparelli gown because, baby, the way this thing is hanging and dangling on her, it is definitely a sculptural piece of art, which is what Schiaparelli is he does this sculptural thing. This looks like a straight up chandelier, or like a lampshade, but it's beautiful. It's so soft at the top, the bodice, and it's very soft.
Mm-hmm.
She looks great. And she's a tiny, tiny woman, but she looks great in this.
Yes.
Zoe Saldana, listen, all I gotta say is one chop.
No.
One chop.
This is the ugliest thing. Two chop.
I just can't even justify the fabric.
This drooping of this, because this isn't even draping. This is drooping.
I just can't, Zoe.
It makes her look shapeless. It's just horrible.
I just cannot. I just cannot. And then the juxtaposition is with Cynthia Erivo in this gown, who, listen, it is a ball gown as far as I'm concerned. It is over dramatic. It is over the top. It is giving very much of like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers, or like the evil stepsister type of situation. But baby, it looks good on her.
It's a green velvet dress.
But it looks good on her. It does. It looks good on her. Her designer. Say it again.
It looks incredible on her.
Yeah, her not her designer, her stylist, because this is Louis Vuitton as well. Her stylist Jason Bolden was saying it was a homage to Hattie McDaniel, talking about if she won, that because she would have been an EGOT. And so yeah, I just I like the gown. But the Hattie, okay, maybe. Okay. I'm gonna let that part go.
Yeah.
Timothy Chalamet in Givenchy.
So everybody was going in for this. I will say that this is leather. And so the quality of the leather to make it look like fabric like this means that it is the highest quality cow. But other than that, it's just a yellow tuxedo.
It looks like a yellow jacket and some yellow jeans. That's what it looks like to me.
And
but
that's
okay.
what I'm saying. It's just basic, but
yeah,
it's all leather. But the quality of the leather and the cut of it makes it look like fabric.
Yeah, I will agree with you on that. But it's just it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. Miley Cyrus wearing McQueen. Listen, I love Alexander McQueen. I just something about I just
Her
like Alexander
eyebrows
McQueen.
are throwing me off.
You said what?
Her eyebrows or lack thereof are throwing me off.
So that's the other thing. People were talking about her bleach blonde brows. It's like what? Like why are people getting all up in arms about these bleach blonde brows? Like she looks naked around the forehead, but it's like it does give her a different look. But listen, I like the gown, I like the gloves. I don't know, but her face, I like the hair, but I just feel like she needs some brows in there. They don't need to be that light. Just my opinion. What's next? So we had Elle Fanning in Givenchy as well, which I think is really cute. This is a classic piece. It feels very Valley of the Dolls type of thing, like 1960s with some like long gloves and or we could even see our girl Miss Motherfucking from the Queen reading the girls. Don't put my picture up in here, darling. If you want to be sued, bitch, I will sue you, bitch.
I'll sue the fool. This black, the dress itself is it's lace, so it's nice.
Yeah, the Crystal LaBeija situation.
It's dramatic black bow, which sort of makes it.
It's all right. It's okay, but it's a classic shape. This gown is actually navy blue and it's Mugler and it's plain, but it's simple, but it's kind of nice at the same time. I don't know. I found it very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Scarlett, I'm not a fan of the hair, baby. Do something else to it. Like, girl, come on, do something. Give me the slick butt. It wasn't working for me with this. I don't know. Just my opinion. Gal Gadot, listen. This gown feels very my first ball gown. That's what it feels like to me.
It really does. And this deep V in the front is just very distracting to me.
Get into the hem that you can see around the hemline around the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
I did not, but I'm noticing it now, and I am not pleased.
Yeah, and it just looks like it just needs to be ironed really well.
Prada girl, y'all can do better than this.
Yeah, your stylist. I don't know if y'all had a fight before you walked out, but like some of this little stuff they should have picked up on. And I understand that the fabric, if it's like a satin fabric, or like a chiffon, it can wrinkle up very easily. So, but I don't know. I'm gonna let that go. Next up, Lily Rose Depp in Chanel.
This is tacky. This is not fierce. This is just tacky.
I love her attitude for trying to pull this off, but I'm not really a fan of the gown.
This looks like not even Victoria's Secret lingerie. This is that tacky ass lingerie store that's in Greenbelt Mall.
With all the stuff in the window. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's on the side that's closest to Joanne Fabric.
Exactly.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Does not look like a fashion gown that one would wear to the Oscars. It looks like something. This looks like a costume out of the Best Little Whorehouse in Texas.
It could be. It definitely could be. Definitely could be. So Lily Rose, not really feeling that one. Mindy Kaling's dress. Okay, something about this.
Fab.
I really like this. This was one of a hit for me. This was a winner for me. I like this.
You can't even really see it, but like there's lots of movement in the dress. It's like all of those are like individual little silver leaves.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful, and it looks good on her. Her makeup is good. She got a simple hair, but I don't know what this simple hair situation is going. But it's all right.
Desmond said rainbow shot realness.
You know what?
Aluminum foil realness. No, Desmond, we're gonna have to disagree with you on that one.
I like it. I definitely like it. Now listen, Julianne Hough, this gown right here by Oscar de la Renta. I don't know if it's the picture, but baby, I fell in love with this. I thought this was a hot look on her. I just liked it. Just the movement of the gown. I just liked it, and she looks great.
I feel that. I like it.
Yeah. Let's see who we are. Coco Jones stepped out in a custom coach. Let's be clear. This was custom made for her. I'm sorry, Coach Couture, which was still custom for her. But anyway, it's cute. It's kind of like, my first Oscar dress type of situation. But it's cute. It's cute. It's young and flirty, and people were talking about how she's bringing back the little black dress or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, it's another spin on it. It's not little, but it's a black dress. But okay, cool. We'll work with it. So, but good for you, Coco. Adrian Brody in his Armani suit. So I put this one here. I like the tailoring of the jacket. That's what I really like.
And the brooch is cute.
Yeah. Georgina Chapman. This was another win for me. This Marchesa gown right here, and it's the bottom for me. The way it ruffles up is absolutely beautiful to me.
It's cute, but it looks like she's about ready to do the can.
Well, that could work. But listen, she's definitely one of the top designers for them, and she's rocking her. She feels very good about her product. So come on, Georgina. And she actually goes with, I think it is with Adrian that she goes with. Let's see. This was a win for me.
100%.
Andrew Garfield in this root beer Gucci situation, baby, it was a straight win for me. Straight win.
I love tone on tone on tone.
This puts me in mind of did you ever see that movie with what's his name? Brad Pitt, where he's playing the drug dealer? Was it Below? I think it was. Baby, some of the fashions Brad Pitt had on this white jacket that was double like a smoking jacket type of situation, or like a hunting jacket that was tied around the waist, and he was walking in slow motion. This feels like it should have been in that movie as well, but I'm here for this. This was definitely a win for me. And he was cool as shit about it.
He should have a glass of whiskey in his hand and a cigar.
I thought he did have a glass of something, but maybe that was another picture I saw. He's just what?
Pointing.
Oh, okay. All right. Rachel Ziegler in Dior. People were talking about this because it was sheer. It feels like a dead woman's gown, dead woman's bridal gown for me. Like, I feel like this would be in Beetlejuice, and one of the dead people in the background would have this on.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about this. Anuk Yai, listen, it's her. She's beautiful. She's stunning, because the contrast between this dress and her skin is amazing. And it's a simple classic mermaid gown. But the color is is interesting, because it's kind of like a light champagne, or like a dark champagne, or like a caramel, like a shiny caramel type of situation with these feathers. It looks great. She's clean all the way through from head. Like, I don't see anything wrong with this look for her.
The feathers feel a little cheap to me.
On the contrary, them motherfuckers are expensive.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah.
Just because something looks cheap does not mean it's very expensive.
That's true. That's true. Okay. So here's where I am with this. This gown, this shape, this feels very much like the dress that he did for Leslie Jones when she said no one was dressing her. But I also feel like he tried to add something different, which is around the top, and then the color and I thought it was ruching, but I don't think it's ruching. I think it's just the way it's falling.
But I saw her walking in it, and it looks better in motion than in this still photo.
It was I respect the queen, and I get the game, but I'm just kind of like, okay, girl, I'm gonna just give you a thumbs up. That's all I'm gonna do on this one. That's it. Laura Dern and Gucci. I like the fact that she decided to, branch out and do some pants and to do it in the same genre. It feels like Andrew Garfield, like the 70s look type of situation. So I kind of like that. It's kind of masculine almost, with almost like a cummerbund or like a high obi belt, if you will. But it kind of works for her. And she looks comfortable. Now, Coleman Domingo. Listen, I'm going to go ahead and say this. I like me some Coleman Domingo, and I think Coleman Domingo is a very attractive man. I think sometimes he has some great style choices, but sometimes I'm just whelmed. And the idea of this, I liked, but the execution, I think it's the coloring of the lapels for me is throwing me off. I would rather have seen it all one color.
Really, I like the contrast of the lapels for me. It works for me.
Yeah, I think and even if it was the like a line as opposed to the whole lapel, like on the outside or on the inside, however they wanted to do it, maybe that might have worked in black, just the trim. But for me, but I like the styling of the jacket. I like the belt on the jacket. I do like that. And again, he looks great in this picture. He looks happy. And he looks great. Michelle Yeoh in Balenciaga.
Fab.
I really don't have too much to say. We know the gown's gonna wrinkle up, but she looks great. Like I don't really have too much to say. It's a classic silhouette, and it works, and she looked good in it. Doja Cat was definitely a win for me. It was definitely a win. The way she has poured herself into this gown and is slinking around, like all I hear is like the Black Cat in the background, like the beginning of Janet Jackson song with the rah, 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 like that's all I hear is her like walking around purring and cooing. Rah, rah, like the way it's a win for me.
Yes.
Okay, now listen. I was telling Grace earlier that I hadn't seen any lemon pepper steppers. That you see some of the older church women walking in, and sure enough, it pops up on my timeline. Gayle King, I couldn't even figure out who the hell made her dress, but all I know is everybody just kept talking about these old shiny shoes, these old lemon pepper steppers that she got on. Listen, people talk more about these shoes than they did the gown. I don't even know how to feel about this. It just, Gayle, that's all I got.
Next.
Okay. Whoopi Goldberg in another gown by Christian Siriano. Okay. I like the idea of this, and I feel like it actually made Whoopi look younger.
It definitely did.
But I don't know if the material with all the light shining on it was doing the best thing. I don't know. I like it, but I just don't know if I like it. I don't know if I do like it.
I love this. This is technology for you. I love this modern, liquid fabric. I mean, I love it, but I don't think it was the appropriate choice for this gown.
I don't. But listen, here's the thing about Whoopi Goldberg. If she's comfortable, she's gonna rock it.
Once a year, so that's that.
Yeah, and if she's comfortable, she's gonna rock it. And she got her hands in her pocket. She was rocking it. She was there with her daughter. Her daughter's gown was nice. She had this black leather situation. It looked nice on her. But listen, Whoopi just kind of she's there. So okay, I'm gonna go give her a thumbs up on that one. Goldie Hawn, listen, this designer Sabayashi, she's okay.
All right.
I'm going on to the next one. Marissa Bode, she was actually she played in Wicked, as a matter of fact. And
Yeah,
I didn't know that she
was adult Nessa Rose.
Yes, I didn't realize that she actually has a physical disability. I didn't know that, but I'm glad that she showed up. And I think this gown is the fabric of this is really nice. It's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It's like sequin. So yeah, I definitely like that. She has her ruby red slippers, all that stuff. So I feel like this is and it's cute because she's actually she's coming in her wheelchair. It's a cute look. I think it's cute on her.
I don't know. I mean, it is, but like the part of me is like, baby, aren't you cold?
I was getting ready to say something.
I would be sitting in that chair like, bitch, it is freezing because you're moving in this chair and all of the breeze is coming right up your cooch.
I was going to say something, but I'm not. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'll say that
I'm always the person to say it
after the break. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Mm-hmm. Kelly Ripa, I like this for some strange reason. And
I don't like it on her.
Yeah, but I feel like it's almost like a pants situation. I think that's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I could be wrong. But I kind of
yeah,
but I kind of do like it on her. So it looks fresh. It looks kind of young, and it kind of looks appropriate for her though, and it doesn't make her look old. And it's kind of she's a tiny woman, but she's muscular. But it looks good on her.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Who else do we got here? Stormont Reed. Listen, I like the idea of the gown.
Is it a gown or is it a little red dress with a cape?
I'm gonna call it a gown. But the thing that I can't really get into is, girl, I'm gonna need you to do something with these legs, with these scars and scratches. I need you to do something on them. Like, girl, if you were come out glowing with your skin all shiny, get your legs too. Come on. That's all I'm saying. Just my opinion.
I mean, it's not to lie though.
Just my opinion. Bowen Yang in his etro, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Like, okay, that's another thumbs up. Monica Barbaro in Dior. People were going in about this gown, and she made it on the top 10 best dress list from the Oscars. Her, Elle Fanning, a couple other women made it on there, but I just don't. It's a callback to early Dior, like the 1950s housewife type of situation. Mm-hmm. That's what I see. That's what it looks like to me, and it's okay. It ain't blowing my hair back. This look right here that Stacey Martin had is I couldn't even find out who the designer was. It's a look, and it's she was actually on the worst dress list. But I just want to
she's got a tire around the lower part.
I'm trying not to say nothing bad, but it's just there were some choices that were made, and I think she's going to regret them already. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Ava DuVernay, she made the worst dress list as well, which I don't necessarily. She did. She made the worst dress list.
I like this.
The thing is, everybody was giving her guff about the shoulders, and so I kind of see what they're saying, like it's a little bit too much. Yeah, but I like the fit of it, but maybe the shoulders could have been toned down a little bit. Maybe it doesn't have to be so, brick on my shoulder type of situation or cinder block on my shoulder.
Feel like she is a character in, like she's going to a ball in the Star Wars
ball in Star Wars or Star Trek or something like that. Yeah.
Yes. But I kind of like, that's the only thing interesting about the dress. So I kind of like it. Could it be smaller? Maybe, but I kind of like it.
They gave her guff for it. So this is where we are. This next gown was also on the worst dress list as well. But the thing is, it feels very 1980s. And I feel like, Dominion, you and I both know the girl that wore this gown. In fact, Grace, it may have been Grace. Was this the gown that you wore at some particular point? With this, Grace has confirmed that it was a gown that she probably would have worn in the 80s with her asymmetrical inverted cut with the sob and the bottom. Listen, so I kind of get it. But yeah, it was on the worst dress list, and she's in Suhi, so This is what we're gonna do. Yasmin Finney was also on the worst dress list.
Really, I kind of like this look because I saw some pictures of her like she's looking through these feathers, like through the camera, like this, and I was like, okay, it's very gag, and I love how they frame her face. So I would not want to be sitting behind her.
I kind of like the idea of the gown, but I don't know about the execution. Something about it, it just, first of all, it feels uncomfortable. Number one, I don't know. I as a piece to stand up and walk around and take an editorial piece, yes, it's very editorial, but practical, absolutely not. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and give it a thumb.
Right. So for me, like if you're going to give me, like impractical fashion, it needs to be like Schiaparelli level of impractical. Absolutely. Or it needs to be practical but stunning.
Yeah, and
because I love a dress with a pocket.
Well, she's just there. So I'm gonna go on to the next one. Okay, listen, Bretman Rock, who's wearing Robert One.
So how on Project Runway or Drag Race where they have a challenge and they run out of time, so they just do something and they be like concept, and sometimes it really works and sometimes it does not. This does not.
So I'm kind of mad at Robert One because he does all these fabrics that are ruffled and folded like this. But this is just a miss all the way around. Now, what I will say is Bretman's face is done. Bretman's face is dusted. Dusted. But baby, this gown needs to blow away in the dust, just like a tumbleweed. Because I don't know if it's a gown, if it's a shirt and a look, a pant. It all needs to just be folded up nice and neat and put right on the clearance section.
We gotta say hey to Billy, who just celebrated a fun birthday, it looked like, and thank you for joining us. We haven't seen you in a while. Glad you can make it.
Absolutely, Billy. And listen, you said the words right out of my mouth. No. Exactly, Billy.
Just no. Like with a little spray bottle.
Not that you training the cats now. Okay, so who else? So Yvonne Orji showed up in a very similar gown to Halle Berry's, but for some strange reason, I think I like this one better.
And what I didn't like about Halle's Bear was that there was like a hard dividing line at the waist.
Because it was a bustier or corset at top, and then like a skirt. Like, so you saw the difference in it. And this doesn't give me that, but it
feels like a dress that you just sort of step into, zip up the back, and keep it moving. Yes. I like that better.
It's poured on, and it looks, listen, Yvonne Orji, she be coming through with a little fashion. And I think we got to keep an eye on her because she be dressing. She be doing her thing.
I wish her hair was longer, though.
I think it's perfect for this gown. But listen, I absolutely love Megan. But, baby, in my mind, you, me, and Starkeisha are hanging out. And as one of your good girlfriends, I would have to tell you, girl, I appreciate the titty power. I do. I appreciate titty power. Areola's all over the world. But baby, this is not a good look for you. And honestly speaking, had you put the titties inside the dress and the top of this came up like that, I would have enjoyed it even more. Because the top of it, the way it comes up, I think it's amazing. But these pasties on the titties, listen, no. It's no. Billy, I just feel like if she'd have just covered the tits and the top of it would have just came over the top of her tits, I think it would have looked so much better. But this pay, it's just not working for me. And then our last classic is this Jeff Goldblum in Prada. Baby, I don't care what anybody says. Jeff Goldblum is loving his life and living his best life at this point. He's going to come through wherever the fuck he wants to come through on, and he be clean. And while it's not necessarily my choice of stuff, he looks nice. For him, he looks nice. That's all I got. He looks nice. And he looks, he looks nice. So Come on, Jeff Goldblum. Listen, you still can call me too, because I'm cool with that. Call me, But that's all I got for the Oscars. Some of these looks were amazing. There were several other looks, and I want to go ahead and give a shout out to whoever styled um, MJ Rodriguez, because I see MJ in a gown that was a similar fabric, like Whoopi's, that shiny, liquidy, metallic thing, but it was a sculpted dress. She looked amazing, and it just popped in my head because I was thinking about that earlier, and it popped in my head, but I didn't actually get to pull a picture of it. Hey, Monique, I see you in here. What's going on, baby? Thank you for tuning in. She said another reenactment of Little Kim. It was a bad. Thank you, Billy. MJ was incredible. Like that. Listen, let me see if I can find a picture of that, because it was absolutely amazing. So, but yeah, because it was a good look. It was definitely a good look. So, but anyway, what else is going on? Were there any other things that you popped up, or that popped up for you that you thought were great, or things that you had to mention from the Oscars?
Not really, because I didn't watch the Oscars or really the backstage, and nothing was just giving, I was just like, meh.
Just meh? Nothing jumped out at you?
No. I'm sorry. I just was not, it was just not, I was just not. Well, so I take that back. So when Cynthia and Ariana performed, the dress that Ariana had, the Schiaparelli with the ruby slipper, that was part of the dress. Yeah.
Okay.
That really did it for me.
So we listen. This is what the gays do. We had a powwow about this last Sunday about this, and I was having a conversation. It was actually Gray Owl and Deviant. We were talking about this, and it's a no for me. But
you didn't like that why.
I'm gonna tell you why it's a no for me. It's a no for me because of the shoe. Now,
really,
the gown itself, the fabric, the beading on it, everything was amazing except for the heel. And I got it. There was a concept piece or whatever. I just would have taken that heel all the way off. I'm sorry. I just for my own peace of mind, I would have taken it off. I just would have did it. Just took it off. It ain't gonna work for me.
I will just have to agree to disagree, because I thought that was a gag. It was a gag and a half for me.
Absolutely. But I just found this gown. So let me share this screen with MJ on it. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pop this back up. Here it is. So hopefully I'm sharing. Let's see.
Oh, it went away.
Oh, went away. Okay, hold on. There we go. Let's see if we can get it now. Is she not gonna pop up now? Is that what we're doing?
Let me try to add it.
There we go. Listen,
all right,
this gown.
You can see it, but it's not showing up for the fans. It's something on my side with it's still giving big black screen. So I'm going to, and then you just hover over the image, and then it should say add to stage.
Let me do it this way. I don't think it is going to allow me to do that for whatever reason, but that's okay. Nope, it's not allowing me to. But that's okay. But listen, I'm gonna go ahead and just point this out to you again. It's a Chloe gown that she wore to the Oscar to the Vanity Fair Oscar party. And listen, this gown, MJ looked she looked amazing. And I didn't think about putting it into the show on this particular um, uh, PowerPoint until afterwards. But listen, she looked amazing. So just go and take a look at her. She looked absolutely just amazing. That was one of my favorites as well. So, but you know,
let me see if this
with
will
every
come up this time. Let me try it one last time.
So I can see it. I'm not sure if everybody else can see it.
No, because I'm watching the feed. It's still giving big black screen. Oh yeah, you can see it now. So
Okay.
I liked. So some of these were the Vanity Fair after party looks. So I thought Sierra's look was right. Oh, speaking of which, did you see that my husband is now dating your girlfriend?
Excuse me?
Aaron shit.
You talking about Aaron Pierre
and
Tiana?
Is dating Tiana Taylor.
Are they dating or were they just taking pictures?
I don't know if they're dating, but they definitely took some very interesting pictures together.
Listen,
now I like this look. I like this look of Halle Berry's much better. You didn't care for this either? I mean, it's fine.
Now, Kim Kardashian's this white. I kind of like that. It was very simple, but I kind of liked it.
And so for me, everybody was like the gloves, the gloves, the gloves. I did not like Coleman Domingo's gloves. I just thought that they just did. First of all, the gloves looked like they didn't really fit, so they weren't given like skin tight, like second skin kind of.
Well, listen, Coleman Domingo got long ass arms, and what it looks like he has is some big ass fucking hands. So if these gloves were too big on him, goddamn.
Yeah. And then Doja Cat, I like the body for it, so it'll work. It looks like he's getting ready to be in a production of Cats.
I like the first gown better, but that's just my opinion. Tiana does whatever the fuck Tiana wants to do, and she has one of those bodies that she literally can probably wear anything, and her body would make the dress look good on it. So, while this look is not one of my favorites, the way the gown is fitting on her is good. I did see Lizzo in this. I kind of like this look on Lizzo, but I hated that her boobs, all her titties were just crunched in, and I was like,
"Yeah,
girl, something you." I don't know if you just got to lay them right or whatever, but it wasn't flattering to me.
Yeah. Kelly Rowland always looks amazing.
Girl, listen, Kelly, listen. Even though I think this dress feels a little too big, but it still looks good on her.
Mm-hmm. And Mary J. Blige looked really good in this red.
Yeah, Mary's been doing her thing. She's been doing her thing for quite some time now, and she's been kind of flying under the radar, but she's been pretty clean.
Mm-hmm. I do not like this look on Keke Palmer, although her body is amazing, but I do not care for this look.
This snatchback game after birthing this baby. See if you can pull up MJ's gown as well. It was at the Oscars, or she might be on here. I'm not sure.
And then Gabrielle Union, just a basic dress. Tracy Ellis don't give a fuck, so she all right.
Now, listen, the one thing I will say is Tracy's closet is deep. Like she's a fashion girl. And I have to keep reminding myself of that. She'll pull some shit out and I'll just be like, what the hell, Tracy? But hey. Timothy, yeah.
And I don't know who the fuck Julia Fox is, so.
I don't know either. But I'm definitely, listen, I don't know if I like the hair look. I don't know if I like that.
So let me pull up this, see if I can.
Yeah, if you do MJ's Oscar 2025. Billy said Doja's hair was horrible. You hated Zoe's dress as well. Yeah. We're not gonna talk about that. We don't talk about Bruno. We're not gonna talk about Zoe's dress no more because it's just trash as far as I'm concerned. Yeah,
Yeah, everything is running super slow for me today. So
yeah.
So anyway, yes, that was a fun fashion rewind. Y'all, let's not forget. Hold on. Looks maybe I got it. Hold on. Let's share this tab instead.
Not that look. Not that one.
Oh, this is all the same dress.
That yeah, okay, it's not that. It's a brown look, but that's okay. It's for the after parties to work.
Well, anyway, so that was fun. We managed to make it all work. I will have my laptop and everything all good to go. I'm telling you, literally, it was like, hey, we got these updates to install. You need to restart your computer. I was like, okay, great. So then when I came back, my first clue, you know how how they like to update the icons and shit every so often. I was like, okay, here we go with the bullshit. And then I was logged out of everything. And so, yeah.
So literally when you said that, as I was turning mine on, I was like, God damn, my computer was like ready to restart in 3 minutes. I was like, no, you're not. We're gonna restart this time. No, we're not. Till 1 o'clock in the morning tomorrow or something. But hey Billy, so happy belated birthday. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Did you do something fun? Did you do something trashy? Did you do something sassy? Did you do something sexy? Tell us more what you did. I mean, this was a milestone. Like it was I hope you had a good time.
Yes.
I was looking at some of your pictures, so I hope you did.
Oh, and speaking, I don't know if I mentioned it. Did I mention it here? Or maybe when we were chatting earlier. Cynthia Erivo is going to be at World Pride.
Yes, we talked. Yeah, you mentioned that earlier, but I was sitting there saying to myself, like, okay, like I was like, I can't even say, oh, this is a Cynthia Erivo. No, I just like what she sings. Like when she sings, that's it. And Defying Gravity, that's it. And listen, just get to the end. That's it. That's all.
Right. I don't want to hear all of the other hits and or whatnot. So
I don't want to hear a whole bunch of that. Nope. So Billy, I do have a question for you. I know you are the green the tea and all that good stuff, or the tea room. And I'm sorry, let me not botch anything up. Your old show. If you guys are going to be bringing that back anytime soon, and if you are, you can give us the exclusive so we can go ahead and start talking about it. I'm just throwing that out there just in case, in case you want to throw some stuff out there, we can talk about that.
Right. So I think we are about to wrap it up.
Indeed. So
I've had an absolutely wonderful time today, as always. And I'm looking forward to a mostly quiet weekend before heading to Los Angeles for Leather Leadership Conference. And then that will be off of my plate permanently. And we'll be good to go. Then the next big thing will be World Pride, I guess.
Yeah, which I feel like is already becoming a little bit overwhelming. And it's like, the idea of it is like, oh God.
Yeah.
But
we'll make it happen.
Yeah. Anyway, but listen, as always, thank you all for coming and tuning in. Really appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and have your friends to subscribe. We want people to come in and take a look at it.
Yeah, you see that down there? The mess. It says the BGKH show with Dominion and Epic. Like and share and subscribe.
Yep.
So all you are in the YouTube stream, you can like it by giving it a thumbs up. You're already leaving comments. You can share it with other people. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel.
Yes, indeed. So,
all right, kids. With that, you got something else to say?
Nope.
Okay. With that, we'll say thank y'all for coming out. God bless you and good night. Mwah. Bye. But all right, girl.